Alright. Hang on guys, just one quick second. Before you think that I dislike the Cataclysm or that this is just a slam video on the Cataclysm, let me assure you that it is not. I absolutely love the Cataclysm with every fiber of my being. It is easily the best content that Anthem has ever had, even including launch. Not to mention, it is a real labor of love from BioWare. We're getting all sorts of amazing stuff, yada yada yada. You guys get the point. You've been playing it. However, there is one small thing that it kinda dawned on me last night as I was making the weapons videos, and yes, those videos are coming along. It's just taking me a little longer than I expected, but it dawned on me that there is a slight discrepancy with the Cataclysm. And to be quite honest with you, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, I get why it is the way that it is, but it could be better. First of all, what am I talking about? Believe it or not, I'm talking about the loot. And before you start freaking out, no, the loot has been great. At least the weapons war chests have been great. Let me explain. So previously we've had the melee war chest, the gear war chest, and the support gear war chest before the weapons war chest that released this Tuesday. The war chest feature the strongest gear in the game possible, so at least you always felt rewarded whenever you got something, especially if you got a legendary or even a legendary god roll. However, some of you have noticed, and I've certainly noticed, that the weapons war chests are by far the best war chests yet. Not necessarily because they are the most powerful, God no. But because they are the most, I don't know how you would put it, rewarding. How are they the most rewarding when I've managed to get a god roll on my interceptor, and my gear is all amazing, and I've managed to get great drops, and yada yada yada? I mean that it is the most rewarding in terms of time spent and getting stuff that is actually useful to you. For an example, and probably as you guys have noticed, I primarily play the Storm. Now for the weapons war chest, pretty much anything that I've gotten that's a legendary and actually has decent rolls actually benefits me as a Storm because I can equip anything that I get from the weapons war chest. However, for the last 3 weeks leading up to the weapons war chest, I've been actually pretty disappointed. Now granted, I am not blaming RNG in any way, shape, and form. I fully understand that RNG sees all, knows all, and decides your fate pretty much before you even begin to roll on those war chests. Personally, my problem was with the gear war chest as a primary example. I opened up a little over 300 of the gear war chests by the time that the week was up, and guess how many legendary attachments that I managed to get for my Storm? 3. And guess how many of them were crap rolls? Well, 2 of the 3. The one that was pretty decent I'm actually using on my Storm right now, the Eternal Squall. But I didn't even manage to get a legendary steam vent out of those 300. But guess how many of them were legendaries for other javelins? I got 13 for the Interceptor, 7 for the Ranger, and 9 for the Colossus. The Colossus, by the way, is the javelin that I play the absolute least. To be quite honest with you, by Friday of the Gear War Chest, I stopped playing Anthem altogether because I was so stinking frustrated. Now, like I said, I am not blaming RNG here. I fully know that you can do a GM3 run and only get epics, or you could do GM1 runs and get all legendaries. Trust me, I understand how RNG works, and no, I don't want to be handed everything. But at the same time, I want a fair chance at getting what I need. And I do think opening up 300 war chests is kind of ridiculous not to even get a legendary steam vent. Though, like I said, that's all RNG. But the same story goes for all the other war chests too, the melee and the support chests. Not only are you competing against the masterwork variants of your gear, so that's 2 there, you're also competing against the legendary variants of your gear, so that's 4. Factor in the Ranger stuff with both Masterwork and Legendary variants, the Interceptor Masterwork and Legendary variants, and the Colossus Masterwork and Legendary variants, and you're competing against 16 items in order to get what you want. And then on top of that, to get a God roll, it's even more impossible. Now maybe impossible isn't the right word to use. I've managed to get 2 God roll Interceptor gear attachments, which, you know, I'm not complaining about. But at the same time, I'm not getting anything for my main. That's where the weapons war chests differ so vastly. Every time I open up a weapons war chest and I get a legendary, I get a feeling that I have never felt in Anthem before. That I'm actually getting rewarded for the content that I'm doing and for actually putting in the investment and the time to open up these war chests because, like I said before, it's not where I'm competing against 12 other items in a war chest to get something that I actually need or can use. I'm competing against 18 things, you know, 9 for the legendary variants and 9 for the masterwork variants, and at any given point with the legendaries, I can get something better than I've already gotten. But my thing is, we could manage to fix all of this. All the griping, all the complaining about not getting, the storm attachments or whatever you need, or competing against all these items in order to get a god roll, or at least even a decent legendary roll. What could happen in either this Cataclysm or future Cataclysms or future events where we have these war chest-like items is that we have individual war chests for the javelins. So say for 1 week that we've got the support gear war chests. Cool. You can either purchase an Interceptor support gear war chest, a Colossus support gear war chest, a Ranger support gear war chest, or a Storm support gear war chest. That way you're not competing against every other class in order to get something that you actually need and will actually use on your main. Now, I saw a question when I first posed this on my Discord server. What about for weapons like the Pulse Accelerators or the Blade Slingers? Should there be individual war chests for them? Personally, I think that the weapons are fine the way they are with the weapons war chest. I've got no qualms whatsoever with them. Like I said before, they net me with some pretty great stuff, and yeah, I understand that some people think that the weapons are just absolute hot garbage, but that's another video for another time about the new Cataclysm weapons, and there's something off about them. I will agree with you guys on that, and it does kind of suck that you need to get god rolls in order for them to be any decency, or just flat out damage increases to make them viable in GM3. But like I said, we'll cover that in another video sometime this week. Anyways, what do you guys think about this war chest idea? Having individual war chests for each javelin, for gear, support, and melee. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if I'm wrong, and if you guys think that it's fine just the way it is, please let me know. I love hearing your opinions, and I want to see a discussion going in the comments below. And as always, I do read through all of your comments, and I will respond if there's conversational potential. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more information on all things about Anthem and the Cataclysm coming from this channel. And be sure to hit the notification bell for those weapon review videos that we do have coming. I promise it's just taking me a little longer than I thought it would, and when I say a little longer, I mean a lot longer, but we'll have at least 2 or 3 of them released every day until we have all of them covered. A very special and monumental thank you, as always, to my patrons and channel members for your generous donations and support of your Anthem. It really does mean the world to me and helps me to make huge changes to this channel, such as the rebrand coming up very soon, and I cannot thank you all enough for it. It really does mean the world to me that you value my content that much to support it. So thank you guys. I hope all of you fantastic freelancers have a phenomenal day as always, and I'm looking forward to seeing each and every last one of you in the next video very soon. And remember, freelancers, we are strong alone, but we are way stronger together.